What's up, gamers? Today we're going to go in depth on how to be successful at winning in Fallball. These helpful tips are great for people that are new to Fall Guys. I'm Nero, and you're watching Game Launch Networks. Alright, so I'm going to go in depth and give you some commentary on what to do. So a ball starts on each side of the field, midfield in the very beginning. And as you can see, I'm trying to go around and get a feel for where all the players are rotating towards. I saw the ball was rolling away from those guys, so I kind of wanted to give it a little bit of a push in the right direction. And I saw some teammates moving up, so I immediately went in for some grabs. People need to actually utilize grabbing a little bit more in Fallball, because if you can get a good grab on an enemy teammate, or sorry, an enemy team that's coming up to try to push the ball, you're able to then slow them down so your team can actually push ahead with the ball and get some good points. So now I'm like going back towards the middle. I saw the ball, a new one coming down the center, so I wanted to kind of get a little bit of a head start on there, but I did see some of them kind of pushing it forward. And now I'm going back towards the center again, watching. I see that there's 3 blue guys, so I want to try to support the 2 gold guys to make sure that we have enough people pushing that ball back, so they don't have an advantage to try to, push it in our goal. And so now I'm going back and I'm trying to get the ball away from the goalie. It's very good to have at least one goalie on each team when you're starting. If you don't see a goalie on your team, you should probably dedicate yourself more defensively then and be a goalie. And as you can tell, I'm going forward now to try to help my 3 teammates that are there, because there's only 2 people playing defense for blue, so I knew we would have an advantage with pushing forward. So I immediately tried to get up there and help them push it. Unfortunately, I did have 1 or 2 teammates that fell back. And did you see that grab that I just pulled off on that one person? It actually helped pull the ball a little bit forward from my one teammate, giving me the opportunity to score a point there. And then I immediately went back to the center, gave it a punt because I saw the shadow. So if you line yourself straight up underneath it as it's coming down the center, you can get a good punt and knock it in the goal if you get it lined up perfectly. And right here, I just set myself up again. Now, you don't want to jump into the ball normally. You actually want to do a jump and a dive. Jumping and diving really helps. Now, if it's coming down the center and you see that shadow, doing just a jump will help give it kind of a punt because you're straight underneath it. But otherwise, you want to try to dive more into the ball in the direction that you want it to go and give it some momentum, because doing a normal jump isn't going to do the same thing. And as you can tell by a combination of grabbing and moving around and getting the ball lined up, I was able to score points. So you got to kind of really pay attention to what your team is doing. If you're with a pre-made team of some friends that have already made it that far, you're going to be probably a little bit more successful. But you definitely want to keep an eye on where your teammates are. And if you see that they're trying to push forward, sometimes grabbing an enemy is going to be way beneficial to slow them down so you can score those extra points. I hope these tips help you understand how to play Fallball to help you win like a champion. Thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for future content.